When I first arrived, I was kind of blown away because I was just coming from winter back home, and when I came here, it was still summer, right? So I came in and it was all nice weather, super green compared to back home, even though to you guys, it isn't green yet, winter's green, but came in, it was super nice weather, and I just remember driving along, and then all of a sudden we got up on top of the hill and you could see the whole city downtown across the river. Yeah, and I just remember it was all green and the sun was out, and I was like, wow, if this city was anywhere else, it would be like totally overcrowded and like full of hassle. I've been to San Fran, and it's a really beautiful city just like this, but it's just got so many people. And then with this place and the super nice beaches, I think on the day I got here, we actually went down to the beach. We went down to the beach and just the super fine sand and the sun, it was so nice. Went for a swim. Yeah, I went over to Rottnest on my first weekend here. That was also really amazing. When we first got there, it was kind of cold because we got up early, but as the day went on, it got really nice and hot. And it was so cool how you just ride on bikes.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. There's just bikes and saw quokkas, which
got a selfie.
is really cool. I didn't actually get a selfie. Well, we only saw two because we were there kind of midday, and since they're nocturnal, they tend to come out like at the evening.
Yeah.
So I didn't see a whole lot.
Yeah.
So I didn't get a selfie, but that's okay. Went down to Toby's farm down south near Kojonup, and that was a whole nother like full thing of experiences because he lives on a sheep farm, right? So sheep as well as crops. So when I first got there, we went out and fed the sheep because during the end of the summer, it's not a whole lot of stuff for them to eat. And it was just crazy. I got a video of it when they first all came running up, and it was only like a quarter of their whole population of sheep. But as they ran out, I was totally blown away. There's just so many in the thousands just running after our little ute. It was interesting. The first week we did 1 day of preg testing, so like to see if separate them up into single pregnancies and double pregnancies, and then but we only did 1 day, and not even a whole day. It was a half day, and then we went on and went camping that weekend, which was also very fun. But then the next week, I did do 3 straight days of preg testing and got a little taste of what it's like to work during, because it was also the busy season for them, so got a little taste for the busy season.
And who was working harder, you or the dogs?
You know, the dogs for sure. You couldn't do it without them. It's like, there's 7 of them, I think they have, and about 3 of them are really good at doing. But some are learning and some are old, so then you got the sweet spot of the ones. Ricky is his name, Rick, and he did like all the work basically. He just right up, and he goes up, pushes the sheet forward, and then you say, go back, and then he just comes back, and you say push him, and he pushes the sheet forward. It's super cool.
What about when you went down to Albany?
That was really fun. It was cool because we went to the Anzac Memorial Center, and it was cool for me to learn about the Australians' history during World War I, because I mean, in the States we don't really learn a whole lot about Australia, so it was cool to see a war story of like another country, for sure. And we were visiting his grandparents, so we went out fishing in the bay, and that was really fun, because we got a lot of herring, I think. And on the next weekend, we went on a camping trip a little east of Albany, near Hopetown.
Yep.
So that's when we went not Albany,
Abalone.
abalone hunting.
Good.
That was also very good. I've never done that because I mean, in Colorado we're landlocked in the ocean. It's been really great. I love the schedule. I'm back home. I'm not a boarder, even though my school's a boarding school and a day school. And yeah, just I love the schedule. How you wake up and you get a lot of time as a day student. You have to take into like consideration for all the traveling and like commuting to places, and that takes a lot of time out of your day. But when you live so close to the school, it's really nice because you have everything right at your fingertips. You can you wake up and brush your teeth, and you have like an hour before school starts, so it's really nice. You get breakfast. Breakfast is always really good, and then yeah, the day's nice. The classes have been really cool.
Yeah.
A lot of them have been much more hands-on than I'm used to, so that's been really nice. Like instead of lecturing, like the other day in geography, we went out and tested different parts of the school campus and like figured out what materials were the hottest because we're doing urban design. So that was really interesting to do that because we realized that metals just, it gets really hot really easy and gets really cold really easy, and so it's not that helpful, but plants and vegetation are very beneficial. Yeah, so I wanted to try footy or rugby. So both games we don't really play back home a whole lot, but I also didn't want to have to buy really expensive footy boots. So, and I was only here and since I had the 2-week break right in between, it was like 2 weeks, one season, 2 weeks on the other, so it was really chopped up. So I joined cross country because I've done that in the past and it's been really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, only gone to a handful of practices as of now, but of what I've gone to, it's been really great. Well, just for the round square community and everything, just if you can do it, go for it, because it's totally worth it. It's such a great opportunity, especially since it's like you're trading places in a way with the other person. It's very cost effective to explore, and you get to experience another country not as a tourist but more from like an actual local's perspective. Because as a tourist you don't really get like if I came here as on a vacation, I wouldn't learn all the little things like smoko and crumpets and all the tea time, dampa, and all the slang, other things. It's endless. And like if I had made a list, I should have made a list, because I think every single day that I've been here, I've at least learned one word that's Australian, like Australian only. It's been great. If you can have the opportunity to go on a round square exchange, do it, because it's pretty great.